Now, your job as a business owner or entrepreneur is to know where your customers are at, get connected with these customers or these individuals, throw in some hooks, and get your customers that way. Now, when I think about throwing some hooks, I think about a fishing rod, right? Did you know that when you want to level up the fish on the like get a bigger fish, you need to have an improved rod? See, that rod in itself is a system, right? Depending on that rod depends on the type of fish you're going to fish, you're going to get. And when you catch a fish and you hook a fish, there's a technique of how you pull back and you bring that customer, or in this case, the fish in. So what I want you to explore is what parts in your marketing, in that rod, do you need to improve for you to get a bigger fish? In this case, a bigger customer. Now, what does this rod is? This rod is a digital marketing engine, right? This is what drives, this is what pulls, this is the strength that needs to start improving within your organization. Now, a digital marketing engine for any business revolves around 4 pillars. These 4 pillars are 1, cold outreach, 2, a warm outreach, 3, paid ads, 4, content. 1, cold outreach is to one-to-one with strangers. In this case, in this workshop, I'm talking to you. This is one-to-one with people that I have not met before. And I haven't met you before, but we're connecting in one-to-one. And maybe after this, we may have a meeting, we may have a conversation, a cup of coffee. That's a one-to-one with strangers. A one-to-one with friends is this is someone that you already know. We have Jeff, we have Cassandra. These people that I already know, these are friends. These are people I call up, hey, we got this going on. Do you want to be part of this? People that you know already. Content, that's social media. Social media, it's for people that you may know. In this case, you guys came here to this workshop. You guys met me, you guys met Jeff, you met Cassandra. Now that you guys met us, maybe now you're going to follow us on social media. And as you follow us on social media, we may not talk for the next couple of years or maybe for the next couple of months, but you're still going to be connected with me in some shape or form. And I will be around your view in some shape or form. This is where content comes in, one to many, you know. And then obviously one paid ad is to many strangers. So what does that mean? I could be sitting here talking to you as I'm talking to one with many strangers, and my ads are running and they're talking to a couple thousand or maybe hundreds or a couple people all at once. And this is where these 4 pillars drive your business and your organization and your brand to the next following level. All right. So most businesses fall into this part. We only get, in the majority of our business, comes from referrals and references. This is a warm outreach. People that you currently already know, you talk to, you mentors, people that you know give you references, organizations that you're part of. But then how can you improve and strengthen other parts like cold outreach, paid ads, and content? So the thought process as we move forward the next phase of this presentation, we're going to talk about how you can position yourself in the best way possible, whether you're a personal brand, you're a digital marketer, you're a consultant, you're a speaker. What is the best position you can set yourself up to make the right move? Now, as we explore this, I want you to think about it as planting a seed. Every part of your marketing, whether it's content, whether it's coming here, great example. This workshop is 3 things. 1, is people to one-to-one with strangers, people that I haven't met before. 2, people that I have met before, friends and family that are here to support. And then 3, content afterwards. All those 3 things are happening within, as of right now, as we speak. We're recording it, right? That gets broken down. Now that's segments. Now that's micro content. All of that is purposeful, is intentional. Then after that, we get these emails. Now we're following up. We put them in an email list. Maybe have them give them a call afterwards. All of that comes together. So as you're planting these seeds, just remember, the marketing is like planting a seed. So you plant your seed and you got to water it. So if you create content, you're planting a seed, but you got to continue doing content. You got to do it strategically. Same thing with email. You sent one email, you started it, but you also have to continue and water it. All right. So now that you kind of have an idea what that meant, we're going to move on forward with understanding how you build for tomorrow. Marketing is you building for tomorrow. Marketing is you pushing your brand for you to get customers tomorrow. Okay? Now these 3 essential things, okay, come into play. when you're thinking about your business as you move forward. This is why I want you to understand what type of business, or at least explore what type of business owner you're going to be, because it depends on the type of effort you're going to walk out of here from. Be clear of who you want to become and who you want to be. And then as you have that idea and you know your why, push hard and know how you're going to push strategically. All right, so these are 3 essential things that you want to keep in mind when you're pushing. 1, you're here to connect and nurture. Connect and nurture. That's step number 1. Okay? You're connecting with someone. You met someone, right? They give you a business card like I got today. And now after that, I got to follow up. Maybe I'll add them to my email list and I nurture them as our relationship grows. The seed was planted today, the business card was there, and now it's just up to me and how much I want to water that. So number 1, connect and nurture. Number 2, automate as much as you can. We don't got time to be sitting here doing all this stuff. We got to worry and we got to focus on one thing. It's selling, right? Improving the business in some shape or form. So, second, you're going to automate. And third, the overall objective here is to sell. Everything that you're doing here within these 4 pillars is to make a sale or to close a customer, whether that's a product or a service, whether that's consultation or a book. The goal here is to close and sell. So, 2, set you up for the next part of your business, right? This is where, in my opinion, and in my process, in my strategy, this is where you need to start out next. If you know that you need to improve your digital marketing efforts, this is where you got to start. First, because we mostly have warm outreach. We get mostly referrals. Our businesses, whether you're $1 million business or you only make 6 figures, then the majority of us, right, are referral-based businesses. All right, so you as a small business owner, an entrepreneur, everyone that you connect with, even if you send an invoice or someone connects with you, is through email. So that's where we focus on first. What is the CRM that you currently have, whether that's MailChimp, Constant Contact, Honeybook, or even Mediji Marketing, right? So what is the CRM that you are currently using? 2, how are you following up with your customers? Do you have a system put together for you to give someone a call to follow up? Hey, we haven't spoken in a couple months. How you doing? How's everything? What you got going on? Jevzalai is really good at that. He gives you a call. What's up, man? How's you doing? Whatever it is, he'll give you a call. That in itself is warm outreach. How much have you been doing that this week? How many calls have you done this week for you, for those people that you already know? So that's just a thought. Check yourself on that. Second, cold outreach. As you're looking for your customer and know where they're at, what local chambers and organizations are they at? What conferences? Let's say, for example, if they're a lawyer, right, and they're in law, you may want to go to a conference that has to deal with lawyers, and maybe a conference that has to deal with lawyers in marketing. Who knows? Those type of people, and they're looking for marketing, right? So this is where you're starting to think strategically on how you're connecting with people in organizations. So 1, networking and memberships. What organizations are they on? BNI, MBX. Here, if you're in Maryland, there's Maryland Innovation Center. There's Connectpreneur. Many different organizations that you can be part of. 2, cold calls. If you want some leads, there's a website called Apollo.io. Apollo.io allows you to connect and really just narrow down decision makers within industries and within states. So if you need more leads and you need maybe this week, you need about 200 leads, you can go to Apollo and they're 100% free. Apollo gets connected with LinkedIn, gets data, gets information, hop on the phones, you won't close a customer sooner or later. And then on top of that, on the cold outreach, what websites are you in? Where is your business at and where does it need to be? So does your business need to be on Yelp, on Clutch, on Reddit? What website does your business need to be found? Number 1, obviously you need to be on Google My Business. Very basic, very straightforward. 3, your content to one-to-many that you know. That's the third thing, in my opinion, that you need to focus on. Why? Emails, 1, because when you go out and you meet someone, they're going to give you a business card or you get their info. What are you going to do with their info? Do you get that business card and just leave it on the desk? Or do you actually plug that into your CRM first and then let the automation do its thing? So then 2. So that's when you go on outreach and cold. When you have content and you're posting things, how are you getting people into you, right? But when you're on social media and you want to post something, hey, let me capture this lead. Hey, I'm selling this, get in contact with me. All right. You're going to have to get information. You're going to have to get their email and their phone number either way. So that's why emails first. Email warm-up outreach, email first, then cold outreach. Third, social media. Start focusing on that. And then fourth, if you can, start investing into some paid ads. I leave that fourth because the majority of people don't have the funding to be able to spend on paid ads when cold outreach, warm, and content does require some type of funding. I'm not going to say it's, but it can be more organic. Social media, free. You don't need to pay for advertisement. Cold outreach, some networking events are free, some others aren't. You got to pay for yourself to get in. And then for your CRM and your email marketing, well, you can use a free software or you can use a paid software. That's completely up to you, right? So those are the 4 points that I believe that you need to focus on next in that structure. Why? Because your job is simply to know where your customer's at and to tap into that traffic, throw in some hooks, and get your dream customer. So as we're continuing this, right, I want you to think about what are the top websites that my customer is already going to. This could be Reddit, YouTube, other platforms, right? They don't necessarily have to be social media. It could be Yahoo Finance. It can be Forbes, right? These are the websites that these lawyers spend their time in, that these accountants spend their time in. What groups are they part of? What chambers? If you are a realtor and you want to sell a house that's $1 million to $3 million of total of what that house is cost, then who can afford this house? And the type of person who can afford this house, are they in certain type of chambers? Maybe they're not up here in Baltimore, in these chambers at Baltimore, but they may be in chambers in Bethesda because of the type of area that you're in. So this is where we're thinking a little strategically of where you're going to, what efforts are you putting into that align to your vision. So we want to be strategic on that. 3, what are the influencers they follow on social media? It's very interesting because now you can start tapping into what they like to listen to. Do they like to listen to Myron Golden? Do they listen to Jeff Zelaya? Do they listen to Gary Vee? What's the style that they like? What do they resonate with? It gives you an idea of what your customer enjoys. And the last one, 4th, where are my competitors investing their money and their time? Number 4, okay? So we're going to use a software called SimilarWeb. Now, hop on that software. It's 100% free. And as you hop on this software, you'll be able to grab your competitor's website and then plug it in. 100% for free. When you plug it in, it's going to give you an analytics of where your customer is at. So me as a personal brand, I'm looking to promote myself more, give my message to other people, talk to other people, and share me, right? I guess in a sense, to share God. Well, then I started asking, well, where does Gary Vee spend most of his time? So then I grabbed Gary Vee's website, I plugged it in, and it turns out that he doesn't spend most of his time on Instagram nor LinkedIn. He actually spends most of his time on Reddit and then YouTube and then LinkedIn and then every other platform. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's his part of his strategy. Interesting. Then I went to VaynerMedia. It's the same company, but it's the same owner, but different niche, I guess, or different type of company. Okay, VaynerMedia is a media production company. They spend their time on this other website. I forgot it was called Focus or something like that. Okay, whole time I'm promoting my business on Instagram so much. Maybe that's not where I need to invest my efforts in. Maybe I should re-strategize my efforts into a different platform that's going to get me better results. Where my customers are at already. So definitely check out SimilarWeb. It's going to be a great resource for you. So as we're closing this out, and based off what I've learned off of SimilarWeb, when we're looking to enforce our references, people that we already know, enforce our email marketing. So if you don't have a platform or you don't have a marketing system, there's MailChimp that's free. There's Constant Contact. We can even discuss Mediji marketing, software that we're providing for our individuals as well. Cold outreach. We're networking more. We want to do these workshops, connect with more people, have people like you coming in and getting to know you a little more. Get some cold calls and websites. And the last thing, number 3, for content, I prefer to focus on YouTube first. That's what we're filming. Because with YouTube, I mean, there's many benefits. We all know that we monetize. But the goal with that is you can distribute and recycle afterwards. First, YouTube, there's many benefits. Helps you with SEO, Google, all of the above. You answer specific questions, and then you grab that same video, and then you transcribe it, you break it down. Now it's blogs, now it's micro content, you name it. So YouTube is where it first starts, in my opinion, and then it breaks down everywhere else. It's just an easier flow for me, in my opinion. So if you want to go ahead and take that, definitely take that. Use that. Start in YouTube and then move everywhere else. Okay? And that is it. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned much from this, and we can have a conversation afterwards.